Making learning easy from known to unknown. Hello everyone, a very good afternoon to you all. Elephant, right? How will you spell elephant? E-L-E-P-H-A-N-T. What's new about it? But when it comes to me, I spell it differently. I first analyze which is the easy way to learn it, which is the most familiar word. So first comes as A-N-T, ant. Oh my God, I have done at least 1/3 of it. Second comes, now what is more resembling to it? A-N-T, ant is done. Now P-H, it resembles me to phone. So for ant, it's clear. So P-H-A-N-T is absolutely done. Now I only have to learn the spelling E-L-E. The problem here is I have to go through with phonics. How do I spell it? How do I say it? Elephant. Things are done. L is also taken care of. E is also taken care of. Now only I have to remember is E. Right? So now only have to remember E and have to write the spelling E-L-E-P-H-A-N-T. You'll be thinking, so dumb about her. Such a simple spelling and she is going round and round telling us to learn how to learn a spelling of an elephant. Yes, my dear. This is because this condition is there with a lot of people who have different neurological wiring called dyslexia. Dyslexia is a neurodevelopment disorder. In this, you have reading, writing and spelling challenges. It is a learning processing disorder. And this, when you have learning disability disorder and challenge, what becomes more relevant? It is not the question about your intelligence or your vision, but it's the language process that goes within the mind, as you have seen. So it goes from known to unknown. You have to identify known and you move towards unknown. Being a dyslexic person, a person who has dyslexia, has to go with n number of challenges when it comes to comprehending, when it comes to understanding. According to statistics, about 15 to 20% have dyslexia and they go unnoticed. Since they go unnoticed, majority of the population who has been affected and the people who don't know, they really don't know how to deal with it, and plus the people who know it, they don't know what all the challenges that a person with dyslexia goes through. It is basically a phonological, a person with dyslexia has to go with, is unaware of phonological awareness, word decoding and spellings. Yes, I have dyslexia. Let me take you to my childhood with a story. It was during my school days, I still remember I was never been a part of reading club because I was not fluent with reading. My dictation marks were pathetic, so I have to be a person who was invisible in my schooling. So once my teacher decided to let's start with a literature class of William Shakespeare's Macbeth. Every child was assigned with a paragraph to read. I diligently practiced it and was determined, I'm going to excel. But the destiny is not the same, you see. I was assigned a paragraph to read which was different. This was my position that day. I started to read. I repeated the few words. And when I started repeating those words, I realized that my throat is getting sore, my heart is racing, my hands are sweating, and I slipped, I fumbled, I stumbled, and I felt like trapped. I was trapped, and all of a sudden, I started listening that everyone is laughing in the class. My courageous effort was mocked. My efforts went invisible in front of them. So my challenges with reading, writing, spelling, comprehending left and right oh sorry, left and right, all these things went invisible. All these things made me feel as if I'm an alien to the world. Not just the school, the story was same at home. Okay, since the story was same at home, me and my brother, we both had learning challenges and academic challenges. We both were tagged as dumb, slow, and careless, as we were the peas of same pod. Now, since these were our challenges and there was a huge disparity and constant comparison between our cousins and us. So, you know, in joint families, we have this comparison, who scored high? So, we were the always one who would look down, just like 3 idiots, the last ones. With these struggles going on in my life, finally I reached 10th. So, it was a turning point of my life. So much frustrated with my academic challenge, I reached out to my father. I said, only marks are the parameters for my success. He looked at me and his answer was profound, and that changed my life. He looked upon to me and said, marks are the only numbers. What matter is your understanding of concept. How do you apply them in your day-to-day life? He said, let me tell you one secret. Till now I haven't told you. I'm going to tell you one secret. I said, aha, my father has a secret. He said, I failed in 10th, I failed in 12th, yet I'm a successful entrepreneur. I said, wow. I mean, failing in 10th and 12th, yet you're a successful entrepreneur. He said, your marks doesn't define you. What matter is, your disability doesn't define you, it is the action that you take in your life. So what you need to do, Romal, is you need to focus on your competency. You need to find what you're good at. And these words changed my whole perspective towards life, and I started moving ahead and I started looking my life beyond marks. As I was moving ahead with my marks, I realized, I am good with social science, history, geography and economics. Yes, some part of science too. But when I understood that if anything taught to me in a story format, I am very good with it. So one thing was clear, story format works with me. And moreover, what also works with me was, if I teach it to a pillow or to someone, my concept got clearer and clearer. So from that day, I picked up my pillow and started teaching it. And see what transformation I had. I was a 60%er, and in 7th and in my 10th, I was 75%er. So that shift of 15% was only done when I started teaching my pillow. So journey of teaching pillow, I am sure, what all stupid things you all do? But no, it is very, very mandatory, and it is very important to understand your core competence when you suffer with something which is neurologically different called dyslexia. I understood my core competence, that I am good with reasoning, I am good with logic, and I am very good with patterns. That's the reason I chose electronics as my vocational subject for junior college. When I chose vocational subject as electronics, I realized that this college is new and nobody knows about my past. So I am very good that they have all accepted me with open heart. When there is an acceptance in the environment that you belong to, you excel in every subject. So let me tell you friends, generally people move down in your 11th and 12th, especially in 11th, but I scored 91, which was like a dream come true. But this, I've made a pattern which I was following during that time. It's a simple 5-way process which I've derived from my learning. First, choose the topic. What do you want to study? One that is clear. Many a times you don't understand what you have to study. So once that has been decided, you can move on. You can teach that subject or that small portion or that small concept to someone, maybe a pillow, a teddy bear or a 5-year-old, with the understanding of it, making it a fun learning for that person. Third, When you are teaching, you understand one thing very profound. There are certain learning gaps in between. So you, fourth step, go back to the books, read it again, make it little simpler so that that learning gap has been fulfilled, right? And fifth, which is the most important part, conclude the whole concept in form of drawing, picture, diagrams, or mind map maybe, whatever suits you, so that you concise everything, you make everything in a pictorial format, in a nutshell, so whenever you revise, it becomes easy for you to do it. With the help of this technique, I was able to score good marks, not just good marks, but my understanding towards the concept were profound. I was able to help people in multiple ways. And with this, I moved on to my post-graduation and graduation. I was a gold medalist in finance, and I cleared my post-graduation with flying colors. I saw a lot of people suffering. Challenges like me, obviously. Academic challenge, concept learning challenge, a number of different challenges they were going through. I could relate with them because they were in the same boat that I was. So this is the formula which I have made it for myself with my experience, which says pace. Pacing with life becomes easy with it. And I've been helping n number of students to use this formula in their life. So let me share it with you, my pace with you all. First, partnering with your learning skill. It is very important to identify your learning skill. The moment you identify your learning skill, it becomes easy for you to develop different things, to move ahead in life, to understand the concept very easily, because learning styles makes the things easy. It is like baking a big complex process into simpler and easier way to understand and digest. Second, accept who you are. I have dyslexia and I accept that. I have difficulty with spellings, I fumble, I stumble, and it's okay. It's my neurological disorder. I have to work upon it. Unless and until I accept this, I can't move ahead. Right? Fourth, C, competitive edge towards your strength. We all work on our weaknesses. Let's work on our strength. So work on your strength, making it so strong that nobody can say, oh, you have this problem. No, because your strength speaks about you. I worked on my strength. That's the reason I am here today. E, explore technology to ease out your difficulties. I love writing, but still I have problem with spellings. My grammar goes for a toss. At times, spellings are wrong. Lot of editorial work needs to be done. So I use AI tools to help me with this so that my stories, my ideas are presented to you all. With the help of this pace, I am sure everyone can pace with their life and with their race. Right? With this moving ahead, we all go through a lot of transformation. So my dear friends, dyslexia is not a disability. It is a different way of living. It's a unique way of handling things, looking the way differently. Isn't it more fun to be different from others? Or to be sailing in the same boat just like others? I feel it's a way to be different. By concluding my whole speech, my whole conversation with you in few nutshells, I would like to call upon to you all and tell you that let's not define this success. Rather, you tell me, is it right way to define success with marks and grades? If you believe so, so let us make a new society, new way wherein we all define intelligence and the unique way of learning and embrace them so that every child feels accepted. My father has a different way of looking at numbers and my grades. I wish you all parents sitting here should also embrace that marks are just numbers, nothing else. And please work with your children so that the every unique quality of the child is being taken care of. Work with the child, talk with the child, help the child to find its core competency so that you can see an incredible transformation in your own child. would not be that helpful? We all work for our children. We all give them what we have not received in our childhood. Can't we not do this much so that they find something different that their parents have not received? As society has certain ways and certain makes to deal with it. But dyslexia is part of it. Let's embrace it. The dyslexia is a gift. Dyslexia is a gift waiting to be unwrapped. Waiting to be unwrapped and reveal its own potential to each one of us. So let's open that beautiful gift and see its true potential that lies within us. Thank you, everyone.